Okay, now I'm recording. So we're gonna tell the story from the beginning as soon as I find it. No,
This
we
will be fun.
we are gonna tell the story like in full detail. It started with the fish army, didn't it?
Yeah, the fish wars broke out with the
Yeah.
master
So
fish.
so what happened was the fish wars broke out. So there was little fish and then master fish versus master fish, and then we raised a fish army. Then a fish army went against the fish army and destroyed itself. And then there was super guys who came and killed all the fish. That's how they died.
Like super buff guys.
They
They
they,
had
they were super buff, and then they somehow set fire to themselves.
they got fired basically.
Yeah, they got fired. And there was more
Then there was
fire. And then there was a bomb and some aliens. And the aliens
aliens
got
out of
punched.
nowhere.
And then the aliens got punched in the face. And the peace guys were like, no, don't punch the aliens in the face. And then the Americans laughed at the peaceful Americans. And then no, they're peace-loving Americans. That's right. And then they got punched in the face. And then there's a soccer ball. And then the peace-loving Americans were okay. And then they continued to get punched in the face. And then they got hit, and then they got hit by a car and shot. And then there was celebration. And then there was big guns and some beer and more guns and the toilet, because we all know what that's for when you're drunk. And then there was more guns. And then there was death because they got alcohol poisoning. And then there was terrorist negotiations. America in a nutshell. And Shaggy that looked like a blunt. And then more peace-loving Americans and guys with guns fight back. And then the peace-loving Americans tried to pew-pew nerds with their fingers. And the peace-loving Americans got beat to death by fist guys. And then the Hallelujah people came in, and we all know that.
Hallelujah.
And then we all know that Jesus people love guns, so they had their guns and were like, they were threatening the peace-loving Americans, and the peace-loving Americans were like, pew, and the guys with guns, they were laughing so hard that, oh no, I lost my storyline. Where is it there? Okay. And then the peace-loving Americans pooped on you guys' faces and their guns, which didn't work. And then there was sluts. And there was super muscly guys hired by the peace-loving Americans. And the super muscly guys hit the guys with the guns in the face so hard that they died. And then peace-loving Americans ruled the world until there was a rebellion and lots of guns and some martinis. And there was beer and there was big guns because the world was overpopulated. And then sluts ruled the world, and then they found diamonds and became rich. And then there was controversy, and basically the sluts nuked themselves. And then aliens. Where was the rocket? There it is. And then people blasted off into space, and then they got nuked too. In that, and then aliens took over, and they nuked themselves. The universe imploded. There was a lot of death, and that's the end of our story.
Everything was okay. Just everything was okay. They were okay with it.
Yep, it's all good.